crazy.
I think that's why we missed our live stream last week as well. Just been so busy. Hang on. There we go. It's starting to warm up here. Sorry, there's always this huge delay, so we never know if it's really streaming there in the beginning. Anyways, just been swamped with work. What else?
Had some hail damage on the truck, so we had to get that assessed this week, so that put us behind.
Truck's paid off though.
Yay! No more truck payment.
We got a new Waterfed pole, and I want to make a huge shout out to the window cleaning store. Any of our friends from Canada, if you guys are shopping around, make sure you check out the window cleaning store. Mark Strange is the owner, a very, very knowledgeable guy. I'm sure you guys have seen his YouTube videos before. He did all of the window cleaning resource tool reviews for several years. Extremely knowledgeable. Let me grab our new pole.
Hi, everybody.
The new Northern Light. Well, I shouldn't say the new Northern Light, but this is the 32-foot carbon fiber Northern Light. We got a chance to put it to work yesterday. This is an awesome pole, guys. Very rigid. I love it.
When we first got it, it weighs so much more than our other pole does, so we thought, this is going to really poop us out. And we got to use it yesterday. Well, Luke did, and with it being a stiffer pole, there's a lot less work you really have to do.
Yeah.
Because you're not really straining yourself and pushing into it as much, and so because the pole does a lot of the work for you. So we're really excited to put this to use. We have a pretty big commercial job we just got last month that we're going to be using it at on Tuesday, and so this thing I think will be a lifesaver to us because Luke actually was having some neck pain using the other pole, and so hopefully this one is much better.
Hey, what's up, Jesse? Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. I'm sorry, guys. We've been talking here. What's up, everybody? Yeah, I had some bad neck pains. I think I made some mistakes going at so many houses with water-fed poles, staying a little too close. Make sure you're staying far away from the house when you're using the water-fed pole. But I really did. We both said that this pole's gonna. It's quite a bit heavier than the other pole, but it's crazy. The other one is I believe that's a modulus carbon fiber. This is a 3K, so it is so much stiffer, and you have so much more control over that brush. It's crazy. So only got to put it to work once. We're gonna use it again tomorrow. There's going to be a lot of new videos coming out over this pole, kind of initial thoughts of it, price, everything like that. And one of the great things about this pole that I really love is a 32-foot pole, but Mark is a smart guy, and he made an 11-foot extension for the pole, which I think is just brilliant. So you can have your 32-foot pole, and then you can put on your 11-foot extension, so you can get even get a little bit higher. So I think that's brilliant. So, Mark, we love it. Thank you very much.
I did come with a brush. The brush that we received with it is, how would you describe that brush?
It's a little soft.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a softer brush.
And so I can definitely see if you're doing homes once a week, once a month, however often you're doing them, especially in the UK, how that brush would work just fine for you.
Yeah.
For us, we are doing homes, once a year, twice a year, 4 times a year. So we do need something with a little more scrubbing power. So so far we've just used it with our Tucker brush, which we've still really like. The other day, so I haven't been able to water-fed pole very much because I've just been doing the insides. We did an exterior clean the other day, and Luke's like, you might want to put some steel wool on, because we have a little attachment you put steel wool on, so you can steel wool and water-fed pole. And I was like, no, let's just see what this brush can do. And there was bird poop all up on the windows and stuff. And sure enough, it just took it right off of there. It was great.
The Tucker brush we found to be quite a bit more brace. Well, I guess the nylon bristles are a little bit stiffer than some of the other brushes. And the option of being able to change from your fan jets to pencil jets really quickly is also awesome. But so far, out of all of the brushes we've used, hands down, the Tucker brush is our favorite. Definitely check it out. I think the 12-inch Tucker brush retails for, I want to say it's $100, and it's worth every penny. So far, it's been an amazing brush. Jonathan Garcia, hey, I have a question. Why window cleaning? I don't.
Why'd you start window cleaning?
Why did we start window cleaning?
I started because my husband did it, and he forced me to come work with him instead of letting me sit at home and watching our cats all day long. It's borderline abusive.
I think I've told that story before. I mean, we can tell it again really quick. I'll give you the fast version. I worked at a corporate restaurant for several years, and my best friend that worked at the restaurant with me, coincidentally, his father was a window cleaner. He had a decent sized, kind of like one-man show operation where he just did residential. And then I always wanted to start my own business, and I saw the window cleaners that came up and cleaned the restaurant. And I was like, man, that looks like a great deal. Did some research, got involved with a partnership with my best friend. Really went bad quickly, and I saw that there was a good potential for growth in that business, and long story short, several years later, here we are.
And I was a bartender. I was making really good money. I loved the owner of the bar I worked at. I was there for years, and then he sold the restaurant, and I did have an opportunity to stay on. But Luke was kind of going through trouble, I could see, with keeping good employees.
Yeah.
And I really believed in him and his business, and I knew that if he wanted to grow his business, he'd need someone that could help and care just as much as he did. And so I talked him into letting me work with him, and it's been really great.
It's been the best move I think we've ever made. It's pretty cool, guys, being able to hang out with your best friend all day. Someone that works just as hard as you. That's a really great aspect of it too.
Yeah, we went from seeing each other. We'd have one full day off together and then a half a day together. That's all we saw each other, because I worked nights at the bar and he worked during the day. So we went from seeing each other a day and a half for the first year of our relationship to seeing each other every day. And you get some hiccups here and there, but it's been.
Because we do have hiccups. It's not we don't have a perfect. No one has a perfect life or anything. So I mean, we have bad days, but I mean, overall, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, this guy Gita says, how do I find affordable insurance for my window cleaning business, and what's the average monthly payment? That's all going to depend. That's going to depend on a lot of different factors. It's going to depend on what kind of insurance you're trying to get. Are you trying to get insurance that covers your guys on ladders? That's why a lot of companies, guys, are moving to water-fed poles, because it really brings down the liability, and that's going to bring down your insurance too.
Yeah, are you like a high-rise guy? Because that's going to be insane. I'm guessing the price for that. But
Flo Lynn, what's up, bro? I hope you found those huck towels.
We shopped around. That's the smartest thing you can do, is shop around, I think. So we shopped around. We found a decent price for us, going up to 3 stories, and yeah, so.
Yeah, because we're still using, our coverage still covers ladder work, because we're still doing traditional sometimes. Again, I don't know how many times. I definitely we have tons of water-fed pole videos coming out, and we have. I specifically want to make videos and cover how our technique of using the water-fed pole. I know some guys use steel wool. They use a whole separate pole with steel wool pads and everything, and steel wool down the windows before they clean them. Some guys don't even use that and just use the water-fed pole. So we use the AquaTap on our pole right now. So we will wet the window, turn off the water, flip the pole, steel wool the window, flip it back over, turn the water back on, and then clean the window. And we're finding that this has given us the best results on like first time cleans. Maintenance cleans, we're really not using that steel wool that much if they're just maintenance cleans. So see-through window cleaning. What's up, buddy?
You spelled my name wrong. It's Reanna. No, there's no H in that.
the window spa company, I did the same with my wife in second year in business. That's awesome. How does it work out for you, man? If you don't mind answering how it's working out for you.
I was thinking about making a video. Luke and I talked about it. I just didn't know if anyone would be interested in a woman's perspective on window cleaning. I know that Luke's fan base is, I would say, majority male.
Absolutely.
And I would say window cleaners are majority male. But I know there's plenty of females out there. And more I hear guys say, hey, my wife's going to come, work for me, or she's interested in working with me. And I just thought, I didn't know if that's something you guys would be interested in. So just let us know if that's something you want. If you do, then
definitely
we'll do something like that.
Leave it in the comments, because man, we see some nasty comments about women in the industry. Like there was, I'm not going to say his name, but there was a gentleman not so long ago on Facebook that said all women are good for is groundwork. They're not real window cleaners. Just said some pretty nasty stuff. And it's just like, that is so not true. And I can't tell you, because people ask me all the time, who's my favorite window cleaner? This lady right here. And that's my honest answer. Reanna is my favorite window cleaner. She has picked up the trade quicker than anyone else I know. She is very articulate about her job and what she does, and she brings a lot to the table. Like, yes, okay, so Reanna, honestly, she's got a bad back, and maybe she can't carry a ladder. But I'm telling you, I'd put Reanna up against any guy any day of the week. And you're saying, well, the ladder is like a big deal or a big part of the window cleaning. But I just disagree, especially the way that we work together. So I don't know.
The thing is, like, when people see our videos, they see the fun side of the job and not necessarily the hard work and what it can do to your body. And I think everybody knows that. You see these videos and you see us cleaning windows and laughing and playing, but there are days when I'm covered head to toe in dust and my fingernails are all broken off, and I've got sheetrock dust up my nose, and it's just moving couches, and I'm, it is a hard job to do.
You're working outside.
You're working outside every day. Your hair is fried out. You're getting these wrinkles right here. I've already started. You watch a guy's YouTube video who's been cleaning windows for a while, and he's got these.
That's also from self-employment.
You'll get them too. But yeah, there's just so many things that go into it.
If you guys watch like our first videos with Reanna when she first came to work with me, Reanna's actually a brunette. And she doesn't dye her hair. And I don't know if a lot of ladies think about this, but within 6 months, poof, Rihanna's got like blonde highlights from her hair being fried from the sun. So it's like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if ladies think about things like that. And I mean, it is a difficult job.
The wrinkles here, like my nails are just like gone. I've got calluses on my, but I'm not complaining.
The struggle's real.
I'm not complaining about it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that there's a lot of other things you should.
Stacy. Hi, Waldo.
It's my sister.
Let me read a few comments, even though I'm the worst at reading comments here. Pure View Window Cleaning says, best thing to happen, makes my day better and seems faster. I think he's talking about his wife working with him. Rob here, but Tiffany would love that. At Woman's View, I didn't even know she started watching, walked in and saw her and started laughing. I was like, great, now you want to come out. She said, yes. That's awesome, man. So she's working with you now?
I think I saw that on the forum.
Oh, yeah, we did see that on the forum, that she started working with them. Shelly, Traditional Window Cleaning. What's up, buddy? Gita, do you go door to door to sell, or do you prefer cold calls? Oh, Mike! I gotta say what's up to Mike. Mike, what's up, man? Thank you very much for the overalls. Mike's the coolest dude. Well, we started our business. We've covered this several times. I started the business in storefronts and just kind of slowly but surely got into residential, because once you're starting out, unless you have a lot of money, residential obviously takes more money for the marketing and to get into that side of the business, let alone the equipment. So we've slowly but surely built our residential clientele, and we're starting to get more and more into the marketing part. We have decided not to do the EDDM yet. That might be a mistake. I don't know. It's just we are overwhelmed. We are so busy right now. We don't know if it's going to be a good fit for us this summer. We're trying to work some things out, so we're doing some door hangers, some Facebook advertising, different things like that. I don't like the door-to-door salesman thing. I know it works well for a lot of guys. And the door hangers are also going to be kind of difficult because you need to reinforce that kind of marketing usually with EDDM. So we're just going to hit a couple neighborhoods with door hangers and probably go back and hit those neighborhoods again.
And honestly, the best thing for our business has been referrals. Typically, one house turns into 3 referrals. And so we're booked out for a month now, and not a single one of them has been a regular customer of ours. So...
And I didn't want to cut you off, but have you guys heard of Nextdoor? We've been using Nextdoor, and it is awesome. I mean, that is the best.
That is better than Facebook has been, honestly.
Yes, that's been really great. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Nextdoor, or I think it's a national thing. So what happens with Nextdoor? It's really just like a referral app or a referral website for homeowners.
Yeah, so like it's like a social media for like neighborhood. So
this cat's crazy.
It's happening. So we cleaned a woman's house. We've cleaned her house before. We've done some hard water stain removal for her, and her neighbor asked on Nextdoor, has anyone have a window cleaner, that they like, and she recommends us, and then everyone in that neighborhood can see that.
It tells you exactly how many people can see that referral. Yeah. And in some of these neighborhoods now, it's in the thousands of people that can see these referrals. So we got a crazy cat here. It's a really great app. If I was you guys, what I would do is once you invoice your residential customer at the very end of the job, ask them if they're on Nextdoor, and if they are, ask them if they wouldn't mind giving you a recommendation, because so far it's been 100% success rate. So every time we get a call from the Nextdoor app, go give them an estimate, we land the job. And it's been really great. It's been a great fit for us. Hey, I wanted to say what's up to the service industry coach. Thank you. Our lighting does look pretty good today. I commented on that too. But if you guys haven't checked out the service industry coach, please go check him out on YouTube. I'll leave a link in the description below if you guys are watching this after the stream. He's got a lot of great information.
This guy runs a successful company. It's very clear that he runs a successful company, a larger company than ours. So I would definitely go to him for advice as well.
Yeah, he's got a lot of great advice. Ruthless Goblin, are you guys selling jobs on the site, or do you guys mostly pass out flyers? Like for residential, we don't really go door to door. And most of our clients, a lot of it's been referrals. Like I said, we're getting into more marketing.
Something else that's really helped us, because we have been so busy. We've heard this. People have told us to do this for a while, and we just started doing it, is instead of necessarily running out to do the estimate ourselves, we have the homeowner take pictures of the 4 sides of their home, and then we can give them a 90% accurate estimate right there on the phone. And then, so that's really saved our butt.
But we do not like, and I know a lot of guys, so what we'll do is we'll do that phone estimate, like Reanna said, as long as it's cookie cutter. But if it's storm windows, colonial windows, anything like that, I would not recommend doing that, because you're going to get into a problem where it's like, okay, so do the storms come out from the inside? You have to take it off the home. Did they not take all of the pictures? I would definitely do the estimate.
So for older style homes, we still go. We make sure we go. For newer builds, or just like the neighborhoods where all the houses are pretty much the same and they're all casement or double hungs, then we can do that right there, just over the phone. And I really thought that was going to hurt us, because I thought our selling point was really just us being there in person, but it's not the case.
No. There was one question up here. Custodian, what's up, Custodian? Jordan Palmer. Jordan, hey, if you guys also go check out Jordan Palmer, if you guys want to see a guy that puts out extremely professional, great reviews, check out Jordan Palmer. He's really doing some really cool stuff over on his YouTube channel. We've been watching, man. Your editing skills are top notch. The videos look great, man. Keep up what you're doing.
PureView, can you join Nextdoor with company name? What you have to do is you have to set up your company, so you have to go in and put all your information out there, and still no one can see you. Your company is just there. And then you go to a house and say they use Nextdoor, just be like, hey, can you review me or recommend me? And then that person will recommend you, and they can find your business name, and then everyone in the neighborhood can see, and it keeps going out from there. So out from
Keeps
there
building.
and out from there. Yeah, it is great. But you do have to you have to set up a page for your business, and then once you get a recommendation, then it starts rolling.
Yeah, so you got to ask them. You know, what we do at the end of every time that we're invoiced, we get a feel for the customer. And I always ask at the very end, are you on, usually 2 questions, are you on Facebook or do you have a Gmail? And that way we try to generate a 5-star review every single time we're done at a residential home. I ask them, if you don't mind, and especially if we're doing, we do all of our credit card processing through QuickBooks, so we'll send them an invoice through email, and in there I'll leave a link to where Facebook or Gmail of where they can give us the reviews, and try to encourage always to get those reviews. So,
Hi, Jacob. You don't have to throw a fit. We see you there. We were just answering some questions.
Jacob, what's up, man? Jacob, actually, we have a video.
We mentioned you in a video.
We did.
So
all of our videos are kind of backdated. We always edit all the videos, and you guys see them way later on. But we have a video coming up Wednesday called, what was it? Boabs and Beer, Hip Bucket Review. But Jacob, we mentioned you in this video, so you'll have to keep an eye out for it. And the next 2 videos, guys, for the next 2 weeks, bear with us. They both turned out to be long. The Hip Bucket review that we do, we reviewed like 5 or 6 hip buckets in this video, so it turned out to be like 15 minutes. And then the week after, that video is like you come with us for a day of work, and that one turned out to be like 15 minutes. So sorry about that. What's going on here?
yes, you did get a mention.
You did get a mention.
So calm it down over there.
The window spa company. Yeah, I just discovered your channel, Palmer. Very cool videos during jobs. Keep up the videos. Acme Window Clean. What's up, man? I'm waiting on the hoagie. I don't know. We must have missed that. You guys chat so much we can't get to all of it sometimes. Well, we hope the season is starting out good for you guys. It's really been strong for us. Just so busy. We cannot wait to get some help, so we're looking into it, and it's just leaps and bounds. Lots of hard work.
We don't have a topic today, custodian. It's just a free-for-all. So
yes.
If you have a question, feel free to ask it.
Custodian, I know how it bothers you if we don't stay on topic, and we don't really have one today, so feel free to throw something out there if you have a question, buddy. Oprah, I'll work for you. Come work for us. And we pay commission, not hourly.
It's 5%.
And we do have a really cool so we have 2 Waterfed poll reviews coming up. Obviously we're going to be talking about the Northern Light. We have another Waterfed poll, I think that's actually going to be shipped out tomorrow. This one you guys have not heard of, especially if you're in the States. You've not heard about this Waterfed poll before. Very excited.
He is tricking it out.
Yes.
It is just, I'm really excited. It's a shorter length, and so I'm hoping that will be better for me, and
It's a 3K 22-foot carbon fiber pole, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with tubeless. I wasn't too familiar with it, but it is going to be set up as a tubeless system or setup, and it is awesome. I don't know if you guys have looked into tubeless, but for you guys that use multiple poles, say if you want like shorter ones for smaller houses and bigger ones, I don't know, but tubeless is the way to go, and this guy is really hooking it up, so I cannot wait for those videos to come out.
So let me see, there was one up here. Are you going to hire someone full-time? Right now we're considering subcontracting. We're just waiting on our buddy, well, I'll call him our buddy, to get his insurance, and then we're going to start subcontracting out until maybe later on this season, if not next season. So.
Because right now our scope of work looks like this. We do about 60 storefronts a week, along with we're doing anywhere. So for an example, tomorrow we have 2 construction cleanups, 1 home to be serviced. Then we have 60 storefronts. We have a large-scale commercial job on Thursday, another commercial job on Saturday, and it's just like, man, it's insane. So trying to keep up.
Martin asks, are you using QuickBooks for the invoice? We are currently switching everything over to QuickBooks. We used Joist before and QuickBooks, and just for tax purposes and just to kind of streamline everything, we're going 100% to QuickBooks next month.
Do you put earbuds in when you work? Always want to, but whenever I do, feel like someone is trying to talk to me. We always have earbuds in, but the key, or at least for us, what we do, we never put both in. I always put just one earbud in, so if anyone comes to talk, and as soon as a customer starts talking to me, I yank that thing out and focus on what the customer's talking about.
Unless Luke is really high up on a ladder, I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that. Like, say you're next to a highway or a road. When Luke has to go, like, on a commercial building, and say he has to go pretty high up on a ladder, I see him put both of his earbuds in, and that's because people are jerks, and they start honking.
I've had that happen before.
Yeah, and trying to spook him up there, which is really dangerous. So that's when I see him put both earbuds in, but there's no customers around. He's obviously like 40 foot up in the air. So
I don't want to talk to people when I'm up there.
Yeah, so otherwise just one.
Let's see here. Wow, 60, those pockets are fat. Man,
and your little parrot down there, fat pockets.
Fat pockets. No, it's not fat pockets. You know what it is, guys? It's hard work. When you say, wow, fat pockets, 60 storefronts a week, that's hard work. That's not fat pockets. And
that's not where we want to be. We want to have twice, 3 times, 4 times.
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And eventually we will.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Through hard work.
Through hard work. It's not like 60 storefronts a week was just given to us. That is hard work and dedication. That is getting out there, handing out cards, long days. Hard work. I mean, I can't stress that enough. So many no's. No.
And now we just get a whole bunch of yeses.
Yeah.
So Jordan asked another question. Are you hoping to hire someone that already has their own equipment and their own vehicle? Is that important to you when you're looking for a subcontractor? So we are just incredibly lucky. We happened upon a window cleaner. We were eating lunch and we stopped to watch him clean windows. He actually came up to our truck and we talked to him a little bit, and then nothing really happened after that. We exchanged cards, and then he referred us to a pretty large commercial account, which we were like really excited over, and where we actually got the job. He seemed like a really honest guy, and we understood where he was coming from. He was just a one-man show right now, and so it's not something he could handle, and we really respected that he actually told that to the customer, and he gave him our card.
Yeah.
Since then, we've talked on and off.
Very good guy.
He's an excellent guy. His name's Justin. He's on our Facebook. He's at Atlas Window Cleaning. He's a good guy. We feel like we could trust him. He does have his own equipment, his own vehicle, and all of that other jazz. And he's subcontracted before for other companies, and he knows what he's doing, and that is important, I think, for us.
Yep.
Is first to trust somebody, and we do trust his decision-making skills. And I
think it'd be a good fit.
It's going to be a good fit for us, so hopefully that works out.
Oprah says, are you thinking long-term to build a big company, or are you guys going to keep it small?
I want a big company.
Big as it gets, man. And it's just baby steps, I guess, And there for a long time, I wasn't too interested in growing real big. And now that Reanna and I have started working together, it keeps growing and growing and growing quickly. We doubled our sales from this year. We doubled them. So if that gives you an idea of kind of how quickly we're growing, and I'm anticipating to hopefully to double the sales again this year. So we cannot keep that kind of growth up with just 2 people, and we're finding that out quick right now. So we've got a lot to tackle and a lot of things to take care of and find out the way that how we want to grow, especially when it comes to hiring folks, commission, hourly, subcontracting, all of this. So it's things that we're still learning and getting into. And again, I'm not trying to like put a whole bunch of plugs in there, but if you want to see a guy that covers a lot of these topics, it's that Service Industry Coach. Check him out. He's got a lot of good topics, so especially on those things.
I am working full time. I've been working full time for over a year. Whenever I started working with him, I was full time. So yeah, I'm with him every day.
Yeah. You should go on Shark Tank and try to get an investment. No investment. We don't want. Oh, Waldo's down there. We don't want anyone having their hands in our company. Not right now. We're not on men in kilts level by any means. I don't think anybody would want to even invest yet.
We don't do live canvassing. I don't think that's appropriate. Yeah. When I go into a restaurant, I don't want to have a camera on my head. I think that would be a turnoff, personally.
No, for us, and that's something big too. You don't see that we record on all of our jobs. If we don't get permission, we don't record. And I would never take a camera with me to try to get a job. Again, I think that's a big turnoff. And I mean, this is our bread and butter. This is our business. And I think the last thing a customer wants is to be introduced. Hi, I'm Luke. This is my camera. I'm recording you. Do you have a window cleaner? Whatever your spiel is. So I do not suggest doing something like that. Do not shove a camera in a customer's face when you're first meeting them. That's why you don't see us record a lot at residential jobs, because there's a lot of times I'm not going to ask the customer if I can record at their house because I don't feel that that's appropriate, especially some of our well-to-do customers. They don't want to be bothered. They don't care, and they don't want to talk about cameras, and I'm not going to record at their house if we don't have permission. So guys, think about some of these things when you're out there recording on your jobs and things like that. It could be a huge turnoff, and I think you're going to find you're going to have a better success rate at landing storefront jobs specifically if you don't have a camera out. Just our opinion, though. There's a lot of guys that do their own things, maybe more successful than us, probably are, and it's just our opinion, though. So
now there is something that we do plan on doing. We do plan on going to maybe abandoned buildings or abandoned strip malls and helping you guys with pricing that way. That is something that we plan on doing. We've started, kind of fell behind in it. So in the future, that is something we're going to do. Go to, and maybe a McDonald's even, because, nobody cleans McDonald's where we are. So, I mean, just going to different places and helping you out with pricing, how we would do pricing. So if that would help at all, but out of respect for the customer and their store and their restaurant or whatever it is, we do not film when we're canvassing.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. When you're going out canvassing, it's like a job interview. And so let me ask you, in your previous work history or whatever, did you ever show up to an interview with a camera? I don't know. I don't know how that would work out, and that's kind of how I view it. There's definitely a separation of business and like YouTube things for us. So
Jordan says he only records on empty houses.
There you go.
If we do ask permission to film or even take pictures, we always let them know it'll be on the back of their home.
Yep.
So their address isn't shown. We don't show any kids. We don't show them. So we try to stick to the back of the home if we're going to record.
There was one here. Acme Window Cleaning says bucket bobs are good for business. Amen. A lot of folks are like, these bucket bobs, they're ruining the industry and all of this. And it's like, I couldn't...
Ian.
What's Ian say?
Ian. Hi, Mrs. Jones. I'm going to install this camera in your bathroom.
Right, Ian? So Ian gets
funny.
it. I just want to say bucket bobs aren't necessarily bad for business. I would say...
Love you. See you in a minute.
Most of our new storefronts were all cleaned by bucket bobs before. We landed the jobs. They were happy to have us, and we at least doubled the price on those accounts because that's what it's worth. And they were happy to have us. So, Ian, what's up, man? And I couldn't agree. I'm sorry, Reanna just said that. I'm just going to install this camera in your bathroom. I don't know. That's such a weird thing.
You're funny. Ian, you are a funny dude.
If you guys haven't seen Ian Miller's channel, go check him out. He's got a lot of cool stuff coming out over there.
He won the Sorbo giveaway we did. No, we're also playing with the idea of giving away the legend. So if that's something you guys are interested in, let us know.
It's like a new thing on the window cleaning community. So many giveaways, man.
And we don't want to really jump on the bandwagon. We'd already done the Sorbo giveaway, but we do have 2 perfectly working legends that we are not currently using. And we wouldn't mind parting with one. So if you guys are interested in that, we'll make a video or whatever.
Oh, yeah. My live canvassing, they don't see my phone. Well, that could also get into legalities. I don't know if you guys have checked that out, but if you're recording, say, phone conversations, recording people and things like that, and you're not telling them, and then they find out about it, it could become a legality issue, especially if you're inside their business. So again, just be careful with the kind of the videos that you're making and doing things like that. You don't ever want to run into a problem with that down the road.
You get a little bit of Reanna uncensored in the Beers and Boabs. I think we're gonna.
Did someone ask about it?
Yeah, Jacob did. Yeah, you'll get a little bit of that, and I think we're gonna start doing some fun tool reviews. So.
Yeah, I think after that. Well, I don't want to say because I don't want it to be mimicked yet. So we've got another cool one coming out soon. So you guys do want to do the legend giveaway. I mean, we'll do it. We'll have to. We always want to come up with something original. So give us a month or so, and we'll do a legend giveaway. But we don't want to just keep doing the same thing that we see on YouTube.
See-Through asks, what does Luke look like without a beard? When I first met Luke, I was 21, and he was a bartender, and he did not have a beard, and he was super handsome, and I was like, damn, he's fine. I was like, I'm going to marry him someday. And then years went by, and I didn't see him and stuff. And then there was a beard, and then I married him. So he's just as handsome without the beard.
Thank you.
We don't use customer factor. We tried it out. It wasn't for us.
Customer factor?
I think it would be good if you had a bunch of employees, but we don't have employees, so it's just a waste of money for us.
It's an excellent CRM. I think we will move to it next year. Again, I just can't stress that enough, guys. We've had a storefront company pretty much the whole time. We're moving into the direction of like storefront and residential. We don't want to get rid of our storefronts. We work way too hard for that, and it's great income. But once we start moving more into residential, especially next year, we're going to go ahead and move into the customer factor.
Brian wants more construction cleanup videos. That's not a problem. We do probably 2 to 4 a month at least, and that's just with one builder. So That's really not a problem. We can do as many as you guys want.
The construction cleanup videos, heck, we could film one tomorrow. We have 2 of them. And man, we have a video coming out on a house we did on Friday. Wow, and we're gonna talk about it in that video. And I couldn't get shots of it because again, things got weird with the windows being scratched and everything. But the company before ruined this guy's windows. I mean, I've never seen anything that bad before. It was awful. Davis says, I like the video Keith did on Luke. Man, it was funny. It was kind of weird.
It was weird. You got like a creepy, weird vibe from it.
That was strange. Clean windows. Do you ever use chemicals for CCU or mostly scraper and 00 or quad 0 steel wool? 90% of the time it's just quad 0 steel wool. The razor is really our last go-to if you have to use it because we're trying to avoid any accidents, which can and will happen.
And the only time we really use any chemicals is if we're doing a large tent removal.
Yeah.
Other than that, we steer clear of chemicals if at all possible.
We try to.
Pets and little kids and stuff, and we don't want it on our hands even, and it's just not necessary.
Man, you guys are really going on about my beard here.
Jealous much?
Jealous much. Austin. Hey, what's up, Austin Taylor? And Brian, did you check out that link I sent you? Any new guys that are looking? We get this question all the time. People are asking, what is like our suggested setup for your tools or whatever. There are links in this video once it's uploaded to window clean resource, and we've put together 2 kits, a basic kit and a residential kit. We're going to go back here soon, and we're going to put together kind of a more basic. It's a little cheaper because some guys have said, hey, these are pretty expensive. We just tried putting kits together to where you could get it and pretty much go clean windows with the same stuff that we have. But Brian, I don't know if you checked that out. Go check out that link.
Sean, we got the facelift because it was pretty affordable, and we had some problems with it, which is why we got the Northern Light. The Northern Light is light years better, I would say.
It's more rigid, but I'm telling you, if you want a light 30-foot pole, the facelift is where it's at. That thing is so light. I still like the facelift. It's just the Northern Light is a higher quality carbon fiber. It's more expensive, but if you're looking for like a first water-fed pole, and which it was ours, the facelift, it's a great pole. All right, later, Jacob. He's out of here. Yeah, we're about to head out of here in a second, too. Anything else?
We also have the suggested tools. I don't know if you just said that or not. I was kind of reading the comments.
Oh, you're fine. I was talking about the two kits.
We have the kits, but if the kit is not something you're interested in, we have a suggested tool page as well. It'll be linked below. You can go there and see the tools we suggest, and you can pick and choose from there, from what we use and what we recommend, and
yes,
just add those to your cart. And that's what we use, that's what we have used, and that's what we like.
Yeah, and we just updated that. I actually just sent over a message. I'm trying to update that list and add some things to it too. We try to be honest with our reviews. We try to be honest about the tools we use and how we use them. So, yeah, that suggested list has got all of that jazz in there. All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to do it for us. Thank you very much for tuning in. Guys, we're going to try our best to stick with second Sundays. If we can't...
Honestly,
it's
with
just
how
hard
busy we
sure.
are, we'll tell you the week before we're going to do it. It's going to be once a month.
Let's just do that.
We'll tell you the week before on the Friday. We'll tell you on Monday on Facebook if you guys need to. But it's just when you only have one day off a week,
yeah,
it's just hard to kind of stick to that one day, especially depending on your workload.
And what's going on? Like, I mean,
we'll let you know. It will be once a month. It will be at 1 p.m. It will be on a Sunday, and we will let you know with plenty of time beforehand that we'll be here.
Yeah.
And if you guys are subscribed to us, just hit the little bell button, and it'll just notify you if we're doing it.
Yeah.
If say you're not like tuned in on Facebook or YouTube as much as.
Because you guys just have no idea. Because, I mean, literally, this is our only day off. I'm squeezing in office work right before we start this stream. And when we get off here, we've got, like, a whole nother... So it's hard to get to it sometimes. We are going to do our live stream once a month. We'll tell you when. Reanna's right. It's been incredibly hard. We're trying to put out as much content and information for the community as we can. Quality, yeah.
Quality content. That is... something that we value.
Yes.
We're not putting out 6 videos a day of crap. We're trying to put out
Reanna Uncensored.
We try to put out a couple good videos a week if we can. If we can't, it's just one, and we hope you guys like it. Uncensored.
We'll answer a quick few questions here. Jonathan, were you still working full-time when you started your window cleaning business? Absolutely. I was a bartender at night, and then I cleaned windows during the day. I did that for almost like 2.5 years. Very difficult. Some of the hardest working times I've ever done, but totally worth it. So yes, I totally did that. Looking forward to the Waterfed pole reviews. Again, check out the window cleaning store in Canada for the Northern Light, or you can buy it at Window Cleaning Resource.
If you guys, if you're interested in getting a Waterfed pole, go to Window Cleaning Resource. You know, the little chat that pops up. Just type in there, hey, I'm interested in pricing out a Waterfed pole, and these guys will help you as long as it takes to help you find something that fits your budget, fits your TDS well. They are just amazing when it comes to this. I cannot stress enough how much Alex, Chris, Josh, Mike's helped us a lot. That's not them, but Mike, Squeegee, and Steve-O helped us a lot. But these guys are just fantastic. Any questions you have, ask them, and they'll find something that fits your budget and fits well with your water, just whatever. Just ask them if it's something you're interested in. That's what we did.
Yeah, that's exactly what we did.
We're not rich people. We don't have a lot of expendable money. We like to save as much money as we can. And John at WCR, yeah. So just if you're interested, just get on there and price one out. It won't kill you.
John and Josh.
Oh.
Yeah. The Mullen Jersey show. Josh is with Window Cleaning Resource. So, yeah. That's exactly how we bought ours. They just helped us. So,
and Aaron, Window Cleaning Palm, he's helped us a lot. he really explained like inner workings of everything to us, so now we can help other people, hopefully.
Last little shout out. I haven't heard from you in a while. What's up, Andy, with Quality Swan? I hope everything's been going good. I was wondering where you've been at, man. I haven't seen you in a while. But yeah, definitely. So anyways, guys, we got to get going. We've got a whole day ahead of us still. Thank you again for tuning in. If you want to follow us and stay up to date with what we're doing, please go give Luke the Window Cleaner a like on Facebook. Make sure you hit subscribe, like the video, comment down below after this stream.
Share it if you want.
Share it if you want. Share it with your mom. Share it with your brother. Share it with your daddy. All right, guys. It's been fun.
We'll see you on Wednesday.
We'll see you on Wednesday. Bye, guys.